the reflections of you. All of life forms are the reflections of the divine. All of life works just for your good. All of life works just for your good. All of life works just for your
It's a wonderful evening, and this hour of awakening and empowerment. We are live on A24 Radio, Arabopa and Ethereum Radio. This program is brought to you by Ethereum Mission International, the Center for Spiritual Empowerment. And the main objective of this program is to know who and what we are. You will have the opportunity to contribute and ask your questions. If you are watching us live on Facebook, you can leave your questions and contributions. You can as well leave your questions and contributions on our Skype A24 Radio. Phone lines will be opened in due time. So you are welcome. The topic for deliberation this evening is run your race, stay on track. Run your race, stay on track. And the speaker is Sister Huberta Ewusie-Mensah. Sister Huberta Ewusie-Mensah. Today is the first time on the show, and we would like to know more about her before we begin, or before she starts with her topic. So without wasting much time, let's link up with it. Hello? Hello? So you are listening to Hour of Awakening and Empowerment. The program has been running for some time. We have had a lot of souls coming on the program to share with us on so many intriguing and interesting topics. The topic for deliberation this evening is run your race, stay on track. Run your race, stay on track. Let's link up with the speaker this evening. This program is brought to you by Ethereum Mission International, the Church for Spiritual Empowerment. And you are live on A24 Radio, Arabopa and Ethereum Radio. This program has been running for some time, and we have had a lot of souls coming in to share with us empowering messages that helps us to know who and what we are on our journey, on our quest to spirituality. So this evening, we have a very interesting topic, very, very interesting. Run your race, stay on track, run your race. Wow, is life about race? Is it concerning tracks? I'm sure we will have the opportunity to know more. Let's link up with the speaker. Let's link up with the speaker once again and know what she has for us. Hello? Hello? This is Hour of Awakening and Empowerment. Time check, it's 9 minutes past 7 p.m. Ghanaian time. And the topic for deliberation this evening is Run Your Race, Stay on Track. The speaker is Sister Huberta Ewusie-Mensah. Let's try and link up with her. Hello, Hubie? Hello? If you just joined us, this Hour of Awakening and Empowerment. This Hour of Awakening and Empowerment. We come your way every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Ghanaian time, right here on Aquinty Radio, Abrabopa Radio, and Ethereum Radio. The program is brought to you by Ethereum Mission International, the Center for Spiritual Empowerment. Every now and then, we have souls coming on to help us know why we are here on earth, to empower ourselves, to know that life is about pain, but pain is not about us. This evening, we have a very interesting topic, Run Your Race, Stay on Track. Run Your Race, Stay on Track. Let's link up with the speaker for this evening in the person of Sister Huberta Ewusie-Mensah. Hello? Please, if you can hear me, you can proceed. Hello?
Father, Mother God, lift my vision beyond duality and seeming opposites to that sacred vision of your one and indivisible self. O God, grant me the blessed vision. You encompass the earth, the solar and other starry systems and galaxies. You alone are God. To you I surrender always, and from you I draw my power. So now, my spirit rises with the spirit of life, and the sound of my voice echoes in the hearts of all men.
God is all that there is. God is all that life is. All our shades of what God is. All our rays of the one light.
just tuned in this hour of awakening and empowerment. It's brought to you by Ethereum Mission International, the Center for Spiritual Empowerment. We are live on Aqua Radio, Abrabopa Radio, and Ethereum Radio. The main objective of this program is to know who and what you are. The topic for deliberation this evening is Run Your Race, Stay on Track. Run your race, stay on track. And the speaker for this evening is Sister Huberta Ewusie-Mensah. Sister Huberta Ewusie-Mensah. Today is her first time on the show. We'd like to know more about her. Why she's an Ethereum, or what took her to Ethereum Mission, what keeps her there, and many other things before she commences with her topic. So let's link up with her this evening. Hello? Hello, Huberta. Hello? This hour of awakening and empowerment. We are trying to link up with the speaker in the person of Sister Huberta Ewusie-Mensah. Hello, Hubie. Hello. Okay, so if you can hear me, we would like to know a little about you, when you joined the Ethereum Mission, and what keeps you there.
Father, Mother God, lift my vision beyond duality and seeming opposites to that sacred vision of your one and indivisible self. O God, grant me the blessed vision that sees only your divine presence in and through all of life. You are the only power without opposite. There is nothing else besides you. You encompass the earth, the solar and other starry systems and galaxies. You alone are God. To you I surrender always, and from you I draw my power. So now, my spirit rises with the spirit of life, and the sound of my voice echoes in the hearts of all men.
What is all that there is? God is all that life is. All our shades of what God is. All our rays of the one light. We are all divine sparks of the one life that God is. To know this truth and to know this happiness, just see the and the divine that you are.
Born Usain Bolt. We all know that the Olympic race track is well demarcated and well defined and assigned to each athlete before every race. This track is also gives a level playground to every single athlete before every race begins. Life, I must say, is just like this race track, because once we are born, the race of life begins. In scripture, if you permit me to read, in Hebrew chapter 12, verses 1, it says that, "Wherefore seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us." Amen. So, brothers and sisters, we know that we are running races in various aspects of our lives, be it the physical, the spiritual, financial, etc. And what we find today, we find that sometimes some of us end up vying into someone else's lane, or stopping our race completely and becoming spectators in another person's life. Some people actually end up going totally in the opposite direction. When we look at our financial lives, our financial race has a lot of determinants and factors. Normally, it's affected by your age, it can be your education, and then the current environment you find ourselves in. In the current environment, which with this current pandemic of COVID-19, we realize that the economy has been really hard hit. Businesses are not the same, and having a startup is not easy. So instead of planning and reinventing yourself and advertising, we find that what normally happens is that when we see that our neighbor's business is going on well, we do not research, we do not plan, we do not we do not plan and just suddenly leave our business which we had started, and then we veer off to venture into what our neighbor is doing. Normally what happens with this is that it doesn't go well, and we end up spending lots of money and losing lots of money and being in more debt. I can give an example. An example in this current pandemic is the sale of face shields. I remember when the pandemic started, the face shield was about 50 Ghana cedis. I personally bought one for about 35 cedis. And we realized that there was an influx of these face shields into the country, such that currently you can get a face shield in the traffic for about 3 cedis. I even just saw a post for 2 face shields going for about 50 pesos for wholesale. And when this happens, you realize that the business no longer becomes lucrative. And then we all end up suffering, bearing the brunt of it. When we come to our physical lives, God created all of us with different body shapes and body types. And you can even, we can take a look in nature, in the forest habitat. We realize that there are different species of animals. We have the lion, the carnivores, and the herbivores. And it's all the animals know what to do and what to eat to survive. The lion knows that it's a carnivore and can survive on meat, so it does that. And they all do that, and then they live in harmony. Sometimes what goes wrong is that people follow things just because others are doing it. An example is that maybe people undergo extreme weight loss regimes just because others are doing so. Some may also get various body implants just because it's trending. And then others also may end up taking a drug that has not been prescribed to them just because their friend is taking the drug and it's working for them, which I think is a very dangerous practice, because we do not have to take any drug that hasn't been prescribed to us by a health professional. All these, I think, are happening. All these are happening because we do not know we do not appreciate and celebrate our uniqueness. Fortunately, our leader and founder, Brother Ishmael Tete, did a crystal service just yesterday with the title being Cosmic Excellence at Work, where it called us to celebrate our uniqueness and our uniqueness, and then called us to be committed to excellence. So I would encourage you to go on our Facebook page to watch that particular crystal service if you missed out on it. When you also come to our social ways, there are different personalities. We all have different personalities. There are introverts, we have introverts, and then we have those who are more extroverted or outspoken. So therefore, we do not have to compare ourselves with others, because when we do that, we end up stifling, we end up having conflicting emotions, we become sad and depressed because we think we are not made in a particular way, and we end up stifling our progress. Then also, when we come to our spiritual life, we realize that we all go at different paces. Depending on the effort you put in, it may seem like you are going at a faster rate than another person, or it may seem like you are going at a slower rate than another person. But then for our spiritual journey, it's better not to compare yourself with others, because we are all made differently. Someone may be good at singing, or another person may be good at organizing. I personally am not very good at singing, but then I can organize stuff. So I do not need to compare myself with others. It also happens because we do not know who and what we are in our God beings. So then we have this technology in Ethereum mission, which is spiritual persona, and all it simply means is you doing what you are good at and what your very essence is good at doing. And this particular technology helps you to know who and what you are in your creative, love, and an intelligent spirit. So in order to do this technology, all you have to do is to make a list of all your creative, you make a list of all your love spirit. So under the love spirit, you can have your kind spirit, your friendly spirit, and then you write all the evidences of these that you did for someone. So for example, if I am the friendly spirit of love, I will put down that I was friendly as and when I was friendly to the security man. I was friendly as and when I was friendly to the old lady who was walking on the streets. You write all these evidences and you'll be surprised that sometimes we do not know where all these goodness comes from, but then they are all inherent within us. You put down all these all these evidences of God in your life, in your creative, love, and intelligent spirit. And then you read them to yourself every day. So then every day you can decide to go out as a particular spirit of God, and then you realize that you become grounded in that spirit. Also, as you progress on with this technology, you will be able to find out your purpose. And then in finding out your purpose, you become so grounded that you do not become swayed or distracted by anything that you meet along on your journey. So how do we stay on track in all these areas of our lives? I would like us to look closely at the story of our famous, most dominant sprinter of track and field, that's Jamaican-born Usain Bolt. His story I find very inspiring to me. It inspires me a lot, because when you look at his journey, he had a career between 9 to 10 years. And in that career, he won about 20 gold medals for less. He did not say that because he had won this particular race, he was going to take his time for the next one. He always went on to outsmart himself. He was in constant competition with himself, and then he always himself. He never looked back. He never looked side to see what people are saying about him. He just focused on the finish line, and that kept him motivated, and that made him very excellent at what he did. So I'd like us to learn from his life story. We have to be committed to excellence. We have to be in competition with ourselves. We always have to work hard to outsmart ourselves. So we always have to work to become a greater version of ourselves. And always keep the focus, because when you are focused, you are always motivated. So just as we have started this race, I would encourage all of us to focus on the finish line, because once you are on this race, to always get there. And the second thing that will always help us to run this race and stay grounded is to start the journey, no matter how daunting it may seem. The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 4, verses 25, that let your eyes look straight ahead, fix your gaze directly before you, and know that there is surely a reward at the finish line. Our leader also said, our leader and founder, Brother Ishmael Tete, also said in one of his crystal sentences just this month, that start where you stand. Most of the time, most of us are waiting for the best time, and we do not take opportunity. So I would always encourage us that God's time is all the time. So start where you stand. Just start the race, and then no matter how long it takes, life will hold your hand. Life will guide you to your expected end. There was also a statement that was said by Usain Bolt, which says that stop worrying about your start. The best of the race is at the end. That's where you go. So I stopped worrying about my start, and then I executed. Also, we must see hurdle as part of the journey, because that is what makes us appreciate the beauty of life. When you do not have a valley, you do not have part of your journey. You also have to go at a comfortable pace. Not too fast, not too slow. Always ask yourself what works for you, because you are a unique creation of God. Therefore, God has created you and coded you with all these intelligence, and therefore you must go at your own pace. Do not look at what your friend is doing. Do not look at what your neighbor is doing. Just go at your own pace, and then you will surely get to the end of the journey. Also, you have to follow the rules, else you'll be disqualified. So just as you said that life is a race, with every race there are rules to it. Just as every race has rules, life has rules which you must live within it. Example of these rules, one of these rules is the law of karma, which says that you reap what you sow. So if you go and steal somebody's KK or one's property, you will also someone will also steal from you, and it may even be a greater something greater, which is causing discomfort to someone. So we must follow all these rules. Another rule for the body is, if you eat junk, you will get disease. So by all means, you have to eat healthy and then live right so that you live long. Also, you have to keep the faith. You have to keep the faith, because the Bible in Isaiah chapter 40 verses 31 says that run already. So focus on what is ahead of you, the journey ahead of you. We find that most people keep on looking back, and when you keep on looking back, it makes you delay, or it makes you not progress on this journey. You do not appreciate what every day brings, and then you do not make it to the finish line. So what happens when we do all these things and then we are living on track as we are supposed to? When we do that, you realize that you become more focused, more goal-oriented, and naturally when you are more focused and more goal-oriented, you achieve more. You achieve what you came to, community, and life just becomes perfect, and everything works very well for you. So before I finally end this message, I'd like you to always keep in mind that you are not in competition with anybody. You are in competition with yourself for you to grow and emerge.
Hello?
Mission. Okay, hello. Hello. Yes, I can.
Yes, can you hear me?
Hear you loud and clear.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Loud and clear.
Yes, can you hear?
Yes.
Oh, beautiful. Happy to have you on the show this evening. It's rather unfortunate we're having some technical challenges, but I'm happy we are back. So welcome once again.
Yes.
So,
thank you.
Emmanuel from Finland is asking. Yes, thanks. Emmanuel from Finland is asking that people jump tracks in some cases. For example, at the 5,000 meters, etc. So, how would you interpret that regards to the race of life?
Can you say that again, please? I didn't get the last part of the question.
Okay. Okay. So Emmanuel from Finland is asking that in certain tracks or in certain race, some people jump or they use other tracks. People jump tracks in some races like 5,000, 10,000 meters, etc. Mm-hmm. So how would you link or with as regards to your rate of life, how do you explain that?
Okay, thank you for the question. So for the competitions, for the races that you are in well-defined tracks, those ones are normally the 100 meters, the 200 meters, and the 400 meters. Those ones, you are in a well-defined track, and then you are supposed to stay in your track. The marathon is no different. You do not stay in, you are supposed to be in a particular, even though you are not supposed to be in a particular lane, you all have a path you are following. So you still have to follow that particular track, because if you go outside what everybody else is doing, you will be disqualified from the race. So the 5,000 meter, even though you are not assigned well-defined tracks that just like the short races, you are still inside the bigger track. So the race still goes on. It's just that the rule for that is different. Just as I told you that every life has rules. So for the 5,000 meter, there are rules to it. The 100 meter too, there are rules. So you just follow the rule and then you be fine.
Beautiful. So would you say jumping or using other tracks, in effect, can you liken it to challenges in life that sways us or that diverts our attention to our track? Would you use that, or is that it?
Yes. So an example would be the hurdles. In the Olympic, we have hurdles. So the hurdles can also represent the obstacles or the challenges that you have along the way. So, yes.
Beautiful. Great. Wow, I'm really happy to have you on the show, and we're just having technical challenges. When I watch you on Facebook, you were saying, "Oh, I can hear you." Wow. So, with that analogy, I mean, the situation that created or happened by itself in the course of this program, how would you use that, or how would you explain that? Are they the hurdles, or would you say, are they challenges in life? How do you explain that? Because I mean, I'm sure we all prepared very well to make sure everything moves on smoothly, but we're having challenges. You could hear me talk. I mean, on Facebook,
Yes.
we were trying to connect with each other, but we were not hearing ourselves. How would you explain that?
Yes, so in life, we have all these setbacks so that it helps us to evaluate and even come out even stronger. So when I couldn't hear you, I had to go on and teach. So then I didn't take that setback. I didn't let that setback set me back. So then the challenges that are there make you come out, actually birth out all your God qualities that you are coded with, and makes you come out stronger.
Yes, I mean, that's really excellent. So would you say you learned some of these things from Ewusie-Mensah, the fact that life is about pain, pain is not about you. So even in this seemingly challenge, you decided to still forge ahead and still continue with your teaching. Would you say that?
Yes, surely. Yes, I will definitely say that, because Ewusie-Mensah is what taught me all this, made me understand what pain is, and then how pain is there, but pain, how life is about pain, but then pain is not about you. Because in life, to even get, the way we are born, the way we come out is even through pain. I mean, our moms go through a lot of pain before that beautiful baby comes out. So we can also liken that to everything that happens in life. So we do not have to make that pain about us, just as our mothers do not make the pains about them and continue having more beautiful children.
Awesome. Good to hear. When I saw the topic, I said, wow, run your race, stay on track. What is the motivation for the topic?
Yes, as I said earlier, the motivation was, I normally like a lot of sports, even though I'm not good at sports. I like watching a lot of Olympics and all that. So at that time, I was inspired by the athletes, Usain Bolt a lot, and I read a lot about him and then how he made it in his field. And that made me come up with this topic. That inspired me to put together this topic, because I realized that in life, it's just like how the Olympic track is. If you see that, it's well defined, and everybody is supposed to run the race. And no matter who you are, the focus life and embarking on our various journeys. So that was what inspired me to come up with this topic.
Wow. That's great. That's great. I mean, we hear these things all the time, and we don't know how practical it is. You know, they'll tell you, oh, it's part of life and all, but I think you have made it more applicable in our life. The fact that we have hurdles, we have challenges in life, and we are supposed to still remain focused. Great. We didn't hear the part, what is really keeping you in a Ewusie-Mensah. I think it was on Facebook or on the radio. Some of us didn't hear you. Can you repeat that? I mean, what is keeping you in a Ewusie-Mensah? And what brought you to a Ewusie-Mensah?
Yes, so I said that I was actually born into a Ewusie-Mensah. So I have known no other church. I mean, in secondary school, I went to St. Rose's, so I'm used to the Catholic way of praying, or the Catholic services and everything. But then outside school, Epherian Mission has been the church I was born into. And growing up as a child in Epherian Mission, I was empowered. I mean, you were raised to be bold and confident, because even in children's class, we were preaching and we were saying poems, dancing, and that has together shaped me and made me who I am today. It's made me I'm not afraid. I don't go to church because I'm afraid. I go to church because I want to develop more of who and what I am as a God being. So that's what keeps me, as I have grown up in a Epherian Mission, I'm more aware of everything. That's what keeps me here, because I am able to express myself. I'm not afraid, I'm more confident, and everything in life makes much more sense. So that is why I am here.
Beautiful. Wow. I'm happy to know. I mean, I'm also a proud Rosa. I'm a brownie. I have forgotten your check. I don't know whether you are a prince but I'm a brownie, so I salute my senior. Great. Let's acknowledge some of our viewers on Facebook. We have Brother Ishmael Tete, Lloyd Moses, Linda Annan, Huberta Nelson. Great. Linda Annan says, whatever must distract me from entertaining a state of mediocrity, such that my focus remain on living my excellence. Your namesake, Huberta Nelson, says, run your race, start where you stand, God's time is always. She comes back to say, know who and what you are as a spiritual child of God. Know and stand, love and intelligence, and work on them, and work on improving them. Aim higher by moving out every day in your full spiritual armor of Godhood. Great. Wow. Epherian Mission will be celebrating the 45th anniversary in August. Do you have I think they are yet to launch the program, and I know about the church cloth. Can you tell us what we can do? I mean, those outside and those who are lovers of Epherian Mission and would like to send some donations or buy the clothes. How do we get that?
Okay, so if anyone wants to buy or purchase any of the clothes, I think it will be, you can reach us through the numbers I have given, which are the 0548 177 61. You can call in and then you'll be able to order the cloth, or you can physically come on Sunday. Sunday is the launch of the anytime. Sorry, you can come at any time. Walk into our secretariat. The location, as I said, is on the General Amber Highway. So from the left side, before the Gulf filling station, you will not miss it. And then you can also come on Sunday. That's the launch of the anniversary. And then you can also get your cloth then. Thank you. And then if you're in all the other regions, you can call the various numbers of the various places and they'll be able to link you up. Thank you.
Linda Amponsa, she says, I am watching. You are amazing, my dear. God bless you. Wow. So, we have really enjoyed your teachings. And most of the time, people ask, why is Ethereum Mission the Center for Spiritual Empowerment? Why is the Center for Spiritual Empowerment?
Ethereum Mission is the Center for Spiritual Empowerment. I think your question is why we are the Center for Spiritual Empowerment. Because
Yes.
normally we are told what to do. Ethereum Mission gives you what practical tools or practical steps that you need to take in order to empower yourself. First of all, you know who and what you are as a spirit being. And once you get to know who and what you are as a spirit being, it makes you grounded. It makes you more empowered in the first place, and you are not distracted. So then, subsequently, you have lots of other tools which help you to empower yourself spiritually. So that's what makes us the Center for Spiritual Empowerment.
Awesome. Enoch from UK, he just sent his message, and that's the last question. He says, is there a specific time one is required to finish the race of life? Is there a specific time one is required to finish the race of life?
Yeah, so that is a question that I cannot answer, because as we are on our various tracks in life or races in life, there's no defined time. It normally depends on the individual. So as I was saying, if you are fast on the track, or you are taking everything you are supposed to take seriously, and you are doing everything and it seems like you are progressing fast, then your evolution will be faster than someone who is not able to realize, is realizing everything much slower or going at a snail's pace. So when you go at a snail's pace, you will take a longer time to achieve the evolution that you are supposed to go to. So it's very individual based. You cannot give a specific time. It's very individual based. Thank you.
Wow. You know, we mostly hear that, on the funeral grounds or services, you hear that, oh, the person has finished the race and he has fought a good fight and all kinds of things. Would you say death is the end of the race of life? Death.
So death is not the end of the race. Death is certainly not the end of the race of life, because it brings up a whole different topic about reincarnation. So that will be another topic for another day. But then death is not the end of the race. Thank you.
Wow. Death is not the end of the race as we mostly hear. That's by our lovely sister Huberta, Ewusie-Mensah, this evening. It has been phenomenal. I mean, we have learned a lot. And I'm sure we are having you on Tuesday, are we?
Yes.
Great.
Yes, please.
We appreciate you. Yes, we appreciate you so much for your time. We had challenges, and of course, as an Ethereum, we were still able to manage it. And that's really evident. I mean, Ethereans are practical with the teaching. Can you give us the location of Ethereum Mission worldwide, and then we draw the case?
So Ethereum Mission in Ghana is located on the General Accra Highway, next to the Gold Filling Station, on your way to the Sakaman Junction. And then our Takoradi branch is located on the David Street in the Anaji Estates. And the number of the Takoradi branch is 056 0561 166 330. For Kumasi, we are located at the Derba Court Hotel behind Dr. Badu in Adiembra. The contact for Kumasi is 056 166 331. And then in UK, we are located in 58 Orange Park Avenue in Mitcham, Surrey, and the postcode is CR42DG. Thank you and God bless you.
God bless you. Once again, we are grateful. Enjoy the evening. See you on Tuesday. Thank you very much. My producer has been Papa Smiley. Thank you. Bye.
Father, Mother God, lift my vision beyond duality and seeming opposites to that sacred vision of your one and indivisible self. O God, grant me the blessed vision that sees only your divine presence in and through all of life. You are the only power without opposite. There is nothing else besides you. You encompass the earth, the solar and other starry systems and galaxies. You alone are God. To you I surrender always, and from you I draw my power. So now, my spirit rises with the spirit of life